Be speaking about my freelance surf photography business. So I believe you should invest in my freelance surf photography business as it's a great opportunity for investors. This is because I have previous experience within the field with great examples of my past work. I myself have a passion for photography, and as an individual who surfs myself, I've decided to put these together. Surfing community is a passionate group of individuals who are always on the hunt for a thrill. By investing in my business, you can tap into this lucrative market. The target market is a niche group of people with a gap and less competition to tap into. So here's a persona that I've created. It's about Eli Brown. He's 24. He works in an office, and his income is around £25,000 yearly. So he's recently got a new job working in an office in finance. He is originally from Tynemouth in Newcastle, and he surfed since he was 16. So he's looking for a surf photographer to take action and candid shots of him in the water surfing. He's never had any professional style photos, and he wants to showcase his skills to his social media. He also enjoys an outdoor active lifestyle with other hobbies such as mountain biking. He wants to capture the skills and the environment, so he wants a photographer that has expertise and respects the culture of surfing. So the target market for my freelance surf photography business is 1. Surfers and surfing amateurs. These are a pretty large and generalised group of individuals within the target market. These individuals generally want the photos taken of them for keepsakes, social media posts, and to show their achievements, what they've newly learnt. Although they can be useful for surfers and especially those learning to analyse the techniques when in the water. Number 2 for my target market would be surfing brands and businesses. So this can entitle a number of different groups. So an example would be surf schools, surfing brands and surfing shops. Surf schools are a great example for the target market. They can use the photographs for a number of different reasons, some including photos for promotion of their businesses on social media, marketing and advertising. This might mean the photos are wanted for leaflets or any other advertising. It also helps the surf schools create credibility and professionalism. The third one would be travel and tourism industries. For the industry professionals, it's really important that the photos are aesthetic and professional. They rely heavily on this for advertisements. An example could be travel companies. They usually showcase the locations with professionally shot photographs. A fourth target market is just general beach and surfing fans. Although I do specify in surf photography, I'm also easily able to do this, and it opens up the market. So for the costs, I've looked at cameras, cases, lenses, accessories and travelling. So I intend to buy the Canon 5D. This is because it's generally best for surfing and high quality photos. From research, it's usually priced at around £1,400, but it can differ. I'll also need a waterproof housing case for the camera. For Canon, these are roughly around £200. I'll also have to take in consideration the lens and accessories. When shooting different shots, they might be an additional cost. I do have a film camera, an Olympus Trip 500, so if I was to shoot film, that would already be taken care of, but I would have to take into consideration the buying film and the developing. So film usually costs around £20 and developing is also £20. Travel is another cost I took into consideration. So if a client was to want me to travel to another location, I would have to factor in travel finances such as trains, buses and taxis. These are the main costs for the business. So for the revenues, I did look at a number of different factors, but I can't set a set price as revenues change depending on factors. So the factors that I've looked at to take into consideration are 1, the group size, 2 is the timescale that the photos would take, 3 is how many photos the client would want, 4 is it a professional event, 5 is the location, 6 is package deals, and 7 is conditions. So obviously due to all these factors I can't have a guaranteed revenue, but I would estimate I intend to charge around £100 per hour, but obviously this depends on other factors. So if I had returning clients on a regular basis, I would offer package deals, stuff like that. So the value proposition for the business, so why you should invest, I think, really. So as a freelance surf photographer, I am offering my skills and resources. So what sets me apart from others is my knowledge and background. I believe it's a great opportunity for you as investors. This is for a number of reasons. So as a photographer who is also a surfer, I think this allows me a different understanding. So I can understand the behaviours and the dynamic movements of surfers better, essentially creating a better anticipation of the dynamic moves and when to photograph the best shots. It does also mean I have a better understanding of safety for the individuals who we'll be capturing. This is really important for the clients as well. This is because I can understand the tides, where the rocks lie, and the surf stability. As someone who surfs themselves, I am more interkept with the community. This just means I generally am more kept up to date with events. This can be good for my clientele, for shooting photos. A further value proposition for my freelance photography is the creative style that I have. I can work with various different cameras and styles. Although my preferred style is with film, I am still able to create high quality work with cameras such as the Canon 500. It offers my clients photography that stands out from the usual photos. Also means I have easily adaptable and versatile. This helps open up the range of clients I can take on and what I can create for what they want. Essentially, a creative style, it adds more depth and personality to my work, set alongside from other photographers and competition. I offer individual and customised experience for each client. So no client is the same and each individual demands unique services and experiences. I think that's really important for setting apart as it gives them a unique point. So it's really important for my customer relationships to be strong, for a number of reasons. It obviously helps create and retain clients. It makes it more efficient for me. So obviously surf photography is inherently personal, and the demand and task can change depending on each client. Some clients might be on a professional level, others might just be starting on the journey. So some might be wanting to use my services for the personal use through social media or keepsake photos, where others are using it for businesses and higher levels. This might be sponsorship profiles. So obviously this means I do tailor my services for each client, whether it be the length of time we shoot for, the way the photos are shot, where they're shot, the camera they used, and any other aspects that the individual might need. This helps obviously create the strong relationships and more personal. So the main key resources for my business is photography equipment. This can range from the type of cameras. Obviously I intend to use the Olympus Trip 500 and Canon 5D. Lenses and accessories. I also need editing software to be able to edit the photos. Typically I'd use Adobe Lightroom, but other software might be needed depending on factors such as lighting, the shot itself and the client. Social media is another key resource. This is because it'll help me be my main form of communication with myself and the client, and it also does help me showcase previous pieces of work, which is great for advertising. So key partners will help my business. It'll improve the visibility and credibility. So some of them include surf schools. They're great, vital, as they provide direct access to the target market. Might be beginners and general surf enthusiasts who are eager to document the progress. Obviously by partner with surf schools, it allows us to target the market. Promotional offers might be a great way to encourage them more as well. So social media influencers are another great key partner. They have the power and the following behind them to set trends. They can influence purchases and decision making to the fans. So obviously if a social media influencer or even an individual within surfing with a following were to promote my photography, this will really help the attraction. A further one is online platforms and surf magazines. Obviously surf magazines hold the target market again, and I aim to capture so by using my work or advertisements in their content. It can get me some exposure and potential clients. So some of the key activities would be client relationships, marketing, photography and editing skills. So this is an example of my prototype. It's a online portfolio. It's obviously got all about me, who I am, what I offer. It's got a photo and it's got my contact details and a brief preview of some of my work for the clients. So for my testing, I asked 2 individuals who I know from the surf community in Newcastle. The feedback they provided was that from viewing my prototype that I need to showcase more of my work, and the second comment was I should show photos of me with clients. Thanks for listening to my presentation. I hope you take into consideration investing. Thanks.